Hey there, how you doing? It's Brad Stinson, VA Home Loan Specialist. This week's edition of Realtor Recon, we're going to be breaking down the VA appraisal process. So why don't you stand by to get some. Now this is the biggest, baddest VA myth that's out there, that the VA appraisal is tougher. And that's got to stop because it's not true at all. 100% false. And I will explain that. So let's break this down recount style. Let's go to the whiteboard. So ask yourself these three questions. Is the home safe, structurally sound, sanitary? If you can say yes to all three of those, that's what Chapter 12 in the VA Lender Handbook requires. Briefly summarized. Safe, structurally sound, sanitary. Those three things. And the home should pass the VA home loan appraisal process. Now, because at the end of the day, this is an appraisal, and there's no difference between a VA appraisal and an FHA appraisal when we're talking about the scorecards. Where it differs is like this. Let's say you have an FHA client who agreed to purchase a home for $200,000. The appraiser comes out to the property and establishes the value of $180,000. Boom. What does that mean for your FHA client? That means they have to bring that $20,000 difference cash to close, or they'll walk from the property. Correct? Yes, that is correct. All right. Here's where the VA home loan process becomes freaking awesome. In that same scenario, $200,000 agreed upon purchase price, VA approved appraiser comes out to the property and says, I don't understand where you got the $200,000. So I'm going to invoke Tidewater. Whoa! Sounds dirty, but I promise it's not. It's actually really freaking cool because now it allows 48 hours for me as a lender and you as agents to work together to pull comps, comparable sale homes. Now, even further down that road, the appraiser uses MLS for his comps, his or her comps. We can pull for sale by owners and other comps not considered by the appraiser. So, we have 48 hours to compile all this, send it back to the appraiser. The appraiser has two options from here. Number one, he can agree with the comps that we submitted and we get our value up to $200,000, or he can not agree with the comps and says, nope, I think the reasonable value is $190,000. So boom, notification of value. Once a notification of value is established, Tidewater is over. And what does that mean for us? That means we're stuck at $190,000 purchase price? No, not with a VA home loan, because there's one more step in which we can get our value back, and that is called the reconsideration of value, or ROV. At this level, the appraisal is now hashed out between what's called a SAR, all right, Staff Appraiser Reviewer. There's one at the VA, and there's one at every lender across the country. These two discuss whether or not the value is there in which we can issue the value. Now, the VA ROV level has the ability to increase by 15% from the notification of value. However, I caution you, the VA employs nothing but veterans. And if you think a veteran is just going to roll over and give you 15% value back, you're sadly mistaken. So we have to do our work. Now, this all comes down to you as a listing agent. If you listed your property correctly, this should not be an issue. So there you have it. VA home loan appraisal process is tougher. It's false. I could personally speak to the fact that I have gone through this process many times. I've lost 2 Tidewaters and turned in the ROV to the VA, and I have won both times. So this process works. It's fantastic. So quit spreading the myth that the VA appraisal process is tougher, because it is not. Again, my name is Brad Stinson, VA Home Loan Specialist. Have a great week. Semper Fi. I'm out of here.